No,
Okay.
don't. No, not at all. Not at all. Keep in mind, once you've gone live,
Yeah.
you know how we keep it as like a pre-recorded. So what you don't want to do is go live while everyone is setting up. So if anyone sees it on YouTube, they'll be able to see this. So you want to make sure you're all set up, ready to go. Everyone is off screen, and
Yeah.
then go live.
Yeah.
So that is what's playing on YouTube if they're watching the pre-record.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that bit. Okay. So yeah, it's going to be important to be completely set up, ready to go. Everyone off screen, mics off, and all that stuff, and they can just see the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But for these purposes, then I've gone live now. I better not click end broadcast, did I?
No, because I'd have to make another stream
No
card.
stream. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
That's okay. I can make another one if you think it would take me 2 seconds.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Sure.
As I say, sorry, just trying to fit in the logic of it and not
That's okay.
get anything to show when it shouldn't be. Because again, I can see on the Glenn dry run intermission screen. We'll be back shortly, so I know that's working okay. Yeah, so it's just a case of waiting for Seamus then, isn't it? And he'll come on, he'll set up, he'll share his deck, we'll clear the borders. I'll refer him to the mod doc, tell him that it's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 live. And then when I've written live, oh God, my head's falling off. So when I've written live, he's then going to count back in his head 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 live, but he will also see on his gather screen. But when he comes up on screen, that's when he starts to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Exactly. Cool. I don't know whether you want me to. I've slacked Seamus. He said around 11:30. I've actually got another meeting that I should be in at the moment. So do you mind if I hop off, Glenn?
Of course.
And let me know if he's still not on in the next couple of minutes, and I'll slack him again.
Yeah, of course, that's fine.
If that's okay. I'm so sorry, Glenn. I hope that's okay.
Not at all. That's all right. I'm sorry for. I thought I had this covered.
It's okay. That's what I'm here for.
I know. I like to get things right first time, Chor.
I know you're doing so well. Honestly, I was flapping so much when I did my first one, so it's absolutely fine.
I am having a bit of an internal flap, but seeing it happen is helping a great deal. So yeah. But yeah, of course. Please nip off. I'll wait for Seamus, and then I will get him up and running, and I'll just correlate the two. So yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, Glenn. And I'll just at me if you need me.
Will do. Okay. All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
Joe. See you in a minute. Bye. Ah.
So there are two streams. Yeah, because that Chor sent me the other link. And so
yes. Hi, Seamus. Just got you on screen. Hi. Sorry, there. I was deliberating the steps I need to take, and then I saw someone waving. We look like we're brothers.
No, because I was in the other link, but yeah. So there are two links, and I was just messaging, and I've only just opened up the mod doc, so I saw Chor, and I saw your message saying you're on this. So I didn't open anything up. I just sat on the other one, thinking maybe you were busy with somebody else. So yeah, sorry. No. So I'm a little bit late anyway.
No worries.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'm moderating. I'm looking at this screen because I've got my second screen here.
Okay.
I'm only moderating on the 18th. So the main, I mean, basically using StreamYard, I think was fine for me the last time. So I mean, I don't know if I can just get things up quickly on that, but it's really just to know about the moderating side because I didn't do that the last time.
Okay. So the most important bit for you for the moderating is to sign into the front end of Gather so that you've got the session up.
Okay, let me just. I've just moved you onto that screen so I can see you better there. I just can't remember now which screens I put things on. Yeah. So basically, I need to have the So I need to log into the StreamYard link just like the lead. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, which is what I'm on now. So
yes, exactly.
So this is what this is what I'll do on the day.
Yeah.
And then I open up the doc. So the moderating doc, which I've got here.
Yep.
Yep. And so where do I actually? So it's in the private chat that I will talk with the guests.
No. That's where for the moderator you have to be in the Gather session. The front end of Gather. Let me just.
No, I have never actually done that. That means nothing to me. Gather.
Okay.
Yeah. So last time I was just on this, so I was just the lead, and I just did this.
Oh, I see. Okay. So what you'll need to do, because I was just talking to Chor about that. So the moderator signs into the front end of Gather for the session. So back on the tricks, the GNI Phase 3 trainer resources.
Yep. So I'm just opening that in the mail. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll just let Chor know that I'm with you.
Okay.
Otherwise she may think in now with Glenn. All fine. There was second link. I'll just let her know. Did she know about the second link, or was that something?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because basically where it's 2 decks, then we'll be doing the first one.
Oh yeah, and that's something that well, I mean, actually, I'm going to be presenting on the 24th, so there's time to work that out. But do you remember we had that problem the last time where I stayed on the same link, and then I needed to go to the other one.
You need to go to the second one.
I think we got confused about. Yeah, so that's just. So I'll just make sure. So basically, if I do one session, I'll just make sure I finish that, and then go in with the link for the other session, and you'll do the same, won't you? So we'll
exactly that.
We'll see each other in a different. Okay.
Yes. Precisely.
So sorry. So Gather. So I'm just in the tricks now. So that's opened. Let me just have a look. Is it opened? Oh, hang on a second. This is the thing to do with my mentoring now. It's got me logged in automatically.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, this is the thing. Got so many accounts asking me to do so many different things.
Oh, so how do I get out of that? When I open the tricks, it's automatically putting me in as verify that it's you. I don't.
Yeah, as long as you're on. So that's the team at GNI.
No. Yeah, it's the mentor thing. So it's the DFE mentor, which I have to kind of log. So I want to just log in as me, because I shouldn't do it actually with the mentor thing with their sign-in.
No, you're going to need to be on the tricks. You've got the island gather sites, which is column C.
Yeah. Just hang on. Now this is so complicated with Google because I'm logged in as I'm actually using Google as me, so my normal account, but it's automatically when I click on the tricks, it's signed in as DFE mentor, which is the other program.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if you hopefully if you click on that, you should get a drop down to like use another account.
No, that's a problem. No, it's just saying next. It just says verify that it's you. And then next, it's not actually giving me the option to.
Oh,
please sign in.
Because the way that because again I use multiple accounts in a similar way and get caught out quite a lot. On the top right hand side of your Google screen, you should have like a letter or a couple of letters in a circle, and when you click on that, it should then, when you click it down, it should give you a list of all of the accounts that you've got attributed to you.
Yeah, but it's actually not, because I normally have that. It's just actually asking me to verify that I'm that one. It's not giving me. Oh, hang on. Let me just say disconnect. I'm just going to see if I can disconnect. Now, okay, I'm disconnecting.
Okay.
Okay, this is complicated. And I do have an account as a moderator, but I think I'm just going to use my normal one, which is just the one that they send me the invites to.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure in order for you to get into the Gather site, you're going to need to use that team at gnidigitalgrowthemia.com.
So I've got to use another account completely because I don't actually.
That's my understanding. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got to. And so there's a password for that. Do you have that? Is that in our invite? Is it?
That's on the tricks.
Which I can't open unless I've logged in.
Got you. Yeah. So okay. So the email is team at GNI Digital Growth EMEA. I'll tell you what I'll do is there is a private chat in there, isn't there? Let me just copy the link for you. Hang on.
Yeah, hang on a second. This is so complicated. So yeah, this is something we have to really sort out.
So this is
I never know which one to log in with.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, luckily that's what we're here for. So that's cool. It's the getting the flow right is quite tricky, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's the same actually when I'm doing the mentoring thing. It's asking me to verify this, and then it's somebody's personal email at it's Adriana's personal email. You got to put it in. So it's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so let me just so that's the email. I need to create a new account then. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, okay. My understanding because the way that you moderate on this is you're in the Gather site itself.
Yeah.
And then on the screen, which is the kind of imported YouTube screen, you've then got the chat on the right hand side.
Right. And so are you gonna pop in? You can pop in the password as well then on that.
Yeah.
So let me just open up the tricks again, and then hopefully it'll. So voila, utilities another. Oh god, it keeps actually. It keeps asking me to update my website. So use another account. Okay, so I'm in. So that's okay. Now I just had this thing that kept. Okay, so team at GNI. And now I'll just go back to the screen to get the password. So, and once that's in, that'll be fine then.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just go back to the right screen. Connection to another account.
So then when you get the tricks up, when you've been able to log in, so I might, if you're getting asked for any type of verification, I've got that email inbox open and I should get a code come through, hopefully.
Okay, just hang on a sec, because when I, that one there, okay. Okay, password profil crime. Okay, so I'm in there now. That's a Gmail account. So if I click on now, if I go back and click on, what am I going to be clicking on?
So if you click on,
I've got to go back to my other account to get the invite. So this is the problem. So I've now logged into the blasted. I've logged into the the digital growth account. But to actually open the tricks, I need to. Maybe I can do the tricks in just get the tricks out of Slack. That's what I was doing.
Yeah. Well, I can put it in the chat for you if you want. I'll put it in here for you. Here we go.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. That'll be easier.
Okay.
Because if I try and get it from another account, I'm going to be logging out and logging in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think we really need to improve the workflow on that, because it's actually, and everything that I do with upskill, it's always complicated, and I see that in the chat actually with the mentoring, They have so many problems. People not being able to log in, not being able to. Well, you did it as well with the mentor, and you see all the people not in the right places, and
it is just getting used to all those different accounts, isn't it? And when you
and
Google,
I've got about 16. I've got about 16 because I use Gmail also for other training.
Yeah, me too. The most annoying bit is when you do all of this and then it says you've opened too many accounts. You need to be logged out of them all. It's like,
and then what happens with I don't know what happens with you. I keep getting this thing about refreshing. Choose the browser, refresh the browser or something, or refresh the whatever it is. And then there's another thing which is like you got to keep they have double verification, and you know it's just you know keeping across. Okay, so that's open. So that's open. Okay. So I've got that there. So I've never actually seen the gather thing. We didn't have that the last time, I don't think, did we? Was that there the last time?
Unfortunately, on the last round, the countries that I was supposed to be doing got cancelled, so I haven't actually done a live on this at all at the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
But on the tricks, so we're on the island gather sites.
Yep.
And then you've got the test site.ie.
Okay, just hang on a second because it's there's something that's come up there. Broadcast manager instructions. Why is that blocking everything else? Oops. There's a thing there that's blocking everything else. It's gone. Okay. Yep. Test site Ireland. Test mod doc.
Yes.
Or test site.
You should. I think you're in the test mod doc.
Okay.
You were.
Yeah. I was. Yeah. That disappeared. Okay. Let me just. So I'll get that up again.
Yep.
Hang on a second. Sorry
and
about
again,
this.
that'll be with your GNI login that you've just created.
Yep. So I'll just open that up. So that's one thing opened up, and then I'll just open up then the test site as well.
So test site IE.
Yep. So I'll open that one as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got both of those open now.
Okay. Good. So on the test site IE, what can you see?
It says, welcome, please sign in to get started. So I've just pushed on that.
Okay.
And it's asking me what account. And so I'm going to do the DNI digital growth. And I'm going to have to make sure that I write down the email, the password for that before I leave the session, just to make sure that works. Yeah. And so it says chore test event info, chore test November 4. Yep. It just says Google Gather. Yep. So I'm in there. So this is the first time I've seen this.
So now, hopefully, if you, when you're in Google Gather and you go to dashboard, next to event info, there's a little square with an arrow in it.
Yep.
Yep. Click on that.
Okay.
And that should then take you to business strategy. So that's okay. Now, at the moment, then, when you scroll down a bit, you can see that it's got Glen dry run intermission.
Yep.
So we should be able to, you should better click on that somewhere.
Copy link to share session. There's a thing, copy link to share session. No.
Yeah, that's what I did as well. Because the intermission is actually what's running live now. And actually, what happens when you click on Glen Dry Run 2 establishing a digital newsroom?
Yeah, that's actually, I can actually click on that.
Yeah.
Okay. That actually comes up as a little hand, so I can click on that. Is that the one to click on?
Yeah, and then it's got watch.
Establishing a digital newsroom. Learn about how to evolve your traditional. Yeah, it's basically, it's got our little photos and things. There's also Glen Dry Run 1, and then there's Glen Dry Run 2. So I click on Dry Run 2?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it just kind of just makes another little line when I click on that. It doesn't actually do anything. It just creates another little line.
Okay.
Watch on demand, the dry run 1, but on the 2, if I click on it, it just reduces the bar, or just reduces the thing actually. It either opens it up or reduces it. It closes it or reduces it.
Okay. It's so confusing. It's so hard, isn't it, when we can't see each other's screens?
Yeah. Do you want me to share my screen?
What I think might be an idea, because what I don't want to happen is for me to confuse you or for you to confuse me either, is we might need to talk to Chor to maybe do this again fresh, maybe. Do you think?
Yeah, because maybe you've done a couple with other people, and then we need to kind
I
of
started with
have a
Lawrence this morning, and we did the dry run 1.
Yeah. Okay.
So what we were going to do, so at the moment we're obviously in the second StreamYard for dry run 2, and that is going to be the establishing a digital newsroom. So yeah, because I thought you were here for the kind of presenting bit. What we were going to do was do the sort of countdown, make sure we can see you on screen, get you live, that sort of thing. But if it's specifically more moderating issues that you've got, I mean, as I say, unfortunately, where I've not been live with this, I don't want to advise you wrongly so that it goes wrong on the day.
Yeah, and I probably will need, I mean, because I'm going to be presenting on the 24th.
Yeah.
And just having this extra thing about the gather. So if you're presenting, you don't need to worry about the thing with the gather, do you?
You can have that up, because what that will show you when you present is it'll just be almost like a normal YouTube screen, but it's in gather. So when I push everything live, then for you to start speaking, if you've got that gather site up, the front end of gather site up as well, you will then see yourself come on screen, and then you're able to start speaking from there. Because we did a kind of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 live. I would then click it to go live. You'd be thinking 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in your own head, and then once you're on screen, then that's and I bring you on screen, that's when you start to speak. But do you think, because we've entered this from different angles, and I can see, and don't worry, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm thinking, oh crikey, what is it now I'm supposed to click next?
Yeah,
we should do this again.
That's really confusing, because that's like another screen to watch as well. I mean,
yeah,
already I've got my, the camera, I've got the slides. If I have something, another screen, I've got my notes. I've got another thing that I've got to watch as well. I've got to log into that.
Yeah.
I'd be worried about logging in, getting my screens mixed up.
Clicking
on the wrong thing, it kind of disappears.
I mean, because you're not. So when's the very first session you're doing anything on?
So the 18th, I'm just moderator.
Yeah.
And so and then on the 24th, I'm actually going to be doing the presenting. So maybe what I can do, ask Chor, is that maybe we can just now just look at the moderating.
Yeah.
And I'll see if I can squeeze in another dry run between the 18th and the 24th.
Well, basically, I mean, if it's not starting for that, hang on, let me just get my calendar up. Let's have a look what we got. Let's have a look. So
because even this is a little bit kind of early for me as well to be doing a dry run. I mean, it's quite good doing it like the week before, just so you're kind of totally fresh.
Because maybe it might be an idea then for us to suggest to Chor to do another dry run maybe next week.
Yeah. And today just look at the moderator side. I mean, well, at least now I've kind of learned about the gather thing, but I still don't kind of totally understand what gather is, why, what the function is. I mean, for the moderator, so I need to be
on the front for the gather site. So that is where the audience are actually going to be watching from. So when you see the list of sessions going down there, it'll have you listed and shown, and it will have the session up itself. Then to watch that live, people actually click within Gather to watch it. Rather than going just to YouTube, you watch it in Gather. And then because you're the moderator and the chat function will be in Gather, you log into the Gather session and you moderate as if it was YouTube, confusingly enough, but it's the Gather version of it.
Right. So and then where would I moderate? Actually, because just looking at the list, so I've got Glen Dry Run Intermission, then I've got Glen Dry Run 2, and then below that Glen Dry Run 1, and there it says Watch on Demand. There's a little video with a YouTube thing. So the Glen Dry Run 2. So if I was doing this normally, that I would be able to click on that. Would there be? Is there a button that I need to go into to actually be part of the chat?
Yes. And again, that's something that I haven't seen from this this end, because at the moment I'm in fact, look, let me if I have a look at this link that I'm just putting into the chat. This is exactly where I am right now. And so we're on the intermission screen.
So news on here. Let me just open that up. Yeah, chore test. Yep. Business strategy. Sign in or create account. Continue with Google. Continue with email. Okay, let me. So it's asking me to sign in again. So that's fine. Registration currently unavailable. Let me just see if I can just. So
hopefully, if you on the last link that I've sent you, if you go into that on the Team GNI address that you've just set up, hopefully you're going to see the same screen as me, which will be the "We'll be back shortly" screen.
Glen Dry Run intermission. Okay, now I've got this thing coming up. I've got it says we'll be back shortly.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, because that's exactly where I am. So
okay. Oh, and then I just chat in there. Just
Where
is the chat?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just looking for as well.
Actually, where is the chat? I don't see a chat. I was thinking, oh, it's like a YouTube chat, but in fact, I look on the bottom and there's no chat.
Yeah. So where is that?
So yes. So the dry runs this morning, nobody did moderate. They just did presenting things. No moderate.
Yeah, we just did the countdown and counting to that.
Yeah, because last time, what did they do for the moderator? I mean, I don't even know what they did for the moderator last time. They just were on YouTube, were they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it was just. Yeah, you're right. It was just on YouTube, and then you're just in the text box. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see.
If you're unsure, I don't want to advise you wrongly on this bit because I don't know, and I don't want to confuse me or you anymore.
But the main thing is good is that basically I need to sign in together, and then the tricks thing, which is just the moderator. The moderator doc will be open.
Yeah.
And I also need to open up the whatever the thing is, whatever the actual topic is. Okay, the gather site for the topics. It'll be reader revenue, and then in there. Then when I click in there, it'll be obvious. I mean, it'll be on the day. Hopefully, it'll be. I can click on what you sent me, the link.
Yeah.
And then I'll see the screen that I've got there now. So now I just need to ask Shaw, what do I click on when I see that screen?
Yeah.
We'll be back shortly. When I see the person presenting, I have somewhere on that screen a chat function.
Yes, that's my understanding that you're doing that directly from in Gather. But I think what would be beneficial for us both, Seamus, is if we just have another dry run on this and come in fresh. And then what Chul would be able to do then, if she can be in on that session, is just guide you from the moderator side. Again, if you didn't know that you had to set up that other account and that sort of thing either. So
I don't know if she explained that somewhere else or no. That was just something. Because the whole gather thing's different, so if I'm presenting, so if I don't use the gather thing, if I just use StreamYard, it will be fine as well, just like the last time. So I'd have my screen, and if I can have gather on my phone, for example, just in front of me,
you could do that, and just have
it on my phone.
Yeah, you could do that definitely. I mean, as presenter, I think you can just do it. That you're in StreamYard and you're sharing your deck, and then we work on the mod doc to get you in to get you presenting. That's all fine. But the moderation side, I'm not 100% sure of. So
I'll just send a little message to Shaw saying, "Be great to have another dry run, maybe closer to the time, or." And then I just need to. We just saw the moderating screen, the gather screen, but where do I chat? Where's the chat on that?
Will you do me a favor then, Seamus? Will you, in terms of messaging Chaw, will you do a direct message to me and to Chaw?
And to Chaw, and I'll just explain what we did.
And say that we were at slightly cross purposes on what we were looking to do, but we'd like a fresh dry run, which again I can do from, let's say, from next week onwards, really.
So a fresh dry run. And is it worthwhile now just having a little? I mean, I don't know. Because we're over the time now, isn't it? She only booked 1 hour, but I mean, you can ask, to extend that maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to go by 1:30 anyway because I've just got a call in. But
is it possible just on the StreamYard side, just to make the most of this as well? Just on the StreamYard side, I don't know if I can get the decks. If I can get a deck open.
Oh yeah, try that. Try getting a deck up. Yeah, definitely.
And then then I can just so the trainer link.
Find the Establishing a Digital Newsroom deck.
Okay, trainer deck. says the gather site. This is actually the gather sites. The tricks is different actually. Because when I go down, it says trainer decks SSA. That's not.
No, but hopefully to the left of that, you've got your island gather sites.
Yeah, and then I've got just the mod doc links. I don't have.
So have you got access to the UK decks on there?
This is Ireland on my one. Is it a different screen? Hang on a second, let me just have a look.
There we go. Trainer resources. If you click
resources.
If you click onto the trainer resources deck,
then the UK. Okay.
Yeah. And use the UK ones for now because the IE ones, the island ones are being amended.
Okay, so I will keep. Now, what I did the last time was I moved this tab over onto this screen. So that's where I see the screen.
Yeah.
And I've got to remember that I'm pushing on present, or is it presenter view? I can't just remember with the speaker note. I think it's presenter
view. Do the share and do it's and then make sure that you're in full screen essentially.
Yeah. So full screen there. This is so we did all this and then you just time goes by and you just
in your head. I know that's exactly where I'm at today. Trust me, it really is.
Yeah, so I'm just going to get rid of all the gather stuff because that's just the gather screens and things. So I've got the mod doc up there as well, which I would have there. So let me just make sure. So normally I've got the StreamYard here, so I'm looking at the camera here. So I normally had the notes. So I think I was pushing on like presenter view, then the notes were coming up.
Yeah, and then you should be able to share your screen, and then that'll bring the deck up on this screen.
Okay, just hang on a second. I don't know why that's. Okay, I'm going to just close that because that's just confusing that. Okay. Yeah, so this is for me. I mean, I'm going to be doing this on the 24th, so I need to. Okay, so
what I would suggest, Seamus, is let's have a section for the next dry run. Let's have a section where we'll go through how to moderate, and then have another, and then maybe have the second half of that session is how to present, and then we can work through both scenarios if you want. I could do with that too. I really could.
And I'll actually have a little fiddle, just getting up the presenter view and moving my notes and having it on the screen. I'll just do that today. And then in another session, we can do a proper dry run when everything's out.
Definitely.
And the moderator thing, I'll just send a little message to Chor saying that we looked at the moderator thing mostly today, but I probably need another one, to do a proper dry run. Actually presenting for the 24th, and
what I suggest, I think, is that again, because my knowledge of the moderation side of this is not brilliant, ask for a session that's going to be split for how to moderate and then how to present, and then we'll do them both, and then Chor could then be on hands just to say, okay, you need to click on that, or you need to go into, because I don't want to guide you wrongly, and then on the day it's not that at all. That'll be
and it's not very intuitive, because on that gather thing it wasn't unless actually when it's a live thing, when it's
then you get another box come up that
maybe there is a chat thing, just because it was a test thing.
But
if nobody looked at that today, if no one looked at the moderating thing today, then at least I know about the gather. And now I remember about what I need to do. Actually, I'm going to take a screenshot so I've got that password, because all these little things that suddenly.
But now you can get into the trainer resources spreadsheet. Then you've got that if you have a look at the broadcast managers tab on the tricks.
Just hang on a second.
Then you should have on column C island gather sites, and it's got the email and the password.
Yeah, but actually, the problem there was actually just getting into the trick.
Exactly.
So I think, and actually things come back to you. Actually, what I need to do is to get that in Slack, because when I try to do that with my mail accounts, I'm having to move between different accounts. Because they send that to me on my normal account. And then they wanted me to be on 2 other accounts for different things. So I'll just do that on Slack. Just make sure that she puts that into Slack every time just before the sessions. So, and the other thing
I
is,
think I think it's going to be in the calendar invites. I think I think judging on our conversation here is what we probably would both benefit from is starting this from absolute scratch again. And making sure that we're both signed into the same things at the same time, and that Chor can then make sure that from the moderating side, you're in the site that you need to be, and you know what to expect when it comes up.
Yeah, especially for the 18th. And so, and has Romana done her a dry run and things? I mean, she's
not
going to be
so far. I think she's a bit poorly today or something.
Right, okay, because so maybe I can do it another day when she does it, because we actually swap. She's doing it on the 18th. Actually, she's going to be presenting on the 18th.
Gotcha.
So she's going to have a dry run. So maybe I can dovetail on with that, because I'm moderating with her. So it could be good for you do one with her, and then I'll dovetail on the back of that.
Okay. So I mean, if you wouldn't mind, do a message to Chor with me in it as well. And then just say we need a full dry run with the moderating part and the presenting part, perhaps just done separately. So that again,
I'll just say that we quickly looked at the gather thing, which was new for me.
Okay.
And working.
No
And
problem.
I've taken a screenshot. So I just and actually, when I get the tricks from Slack, also the other thing is, if I just click on that, it opens it up in my Safari browser, and that's absolutely chaos, because then it's not linked to Gmail, it's not Google, it's not the Google browser. I need to actually copy and paste and open that link into
your Chrome, or you can make Chrome your default browser depending on what you want to.
Because there was one time I was trying to log into Gmail through Safari, and just absolutely forget it. It just it doesn't like it. It's just you got to be in Chrome, otherwise it. Little things like that. Okay, well, I'll let you go, Glenn. So I think you're going to be the technician as well, also on the 18th. So
I think I am.
So, and I think on that day we just have to make sure we log and make sure we're logged in early, and
I agree, and we can do that too. And then I think the important thing, as I say, let's just have a fresh dry run where we're going to come in with not all of the things we've just been thinking about. We're coming in, we can probably be a bit more systematic about it, because we're both scrabbling around a little bit, aren't we, I suppose, overall.
And even just the thing about the email accounts and the gather, when that's just totally new, so it's just like getting your head around it. So no problem. And I'll just say, also just need to know where on that gather screen would be the chat, where would that come up. So I'll just ask her about that as well.
Perfect.
Okay, and I'll just I'll join in. They should be able to find a time before the 18th or before the 20th, at least for the 24th for me. And I'm going to have a little play with just the normal kind of like the decks, the screens and things.
Exactly. Just get yourself acquainted. That's what I'm going to do as well. I think a bit of that.
Okay, and the other thing I remember from the last time is making sure that we go into another session, that it's not just the same, because I can't remember whether it was you went into a different one or I went into a different one, or I can't remember. We didn't follow each other into the right room.
That's right. That's right. It's essentially because there'll be 2 links on the mod doc. So the first StreamYard's the one you go into first. Then when we've got into the intermission part of that, we'll then go into the second StreamYard, get you set up on there. And then you'll be ready to present the second session. And then when it hits time, I then close down the intermission, and then we get the second session to go live, bring you up on screen, you speak, and run it through.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
No worries. As I say, we'll have another practice with that. Well, I think we both need another practice. So we'll definitely have another practice, and we'll be a step ahead of what we were when we started on this one this morning.
Absolutely. Okay, thanks a lot, Glenn, and I'll message Chor.
Brilliant. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks, Seamus. Good to see you again. Bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
that StreamYard without end that broadcast.